Surprise University.
A service of Babylon Theater
presents
Education warmed over.
postmodern education for the modern world.
Real SU classes.
Repackaged and produced
Just
for you
to watch anytime.
on this station. Ooh. Tonight's program is
Morning. I'm Wurver. I'm a graduate student in Babylon Theater, specifically the history of BT, and I'm teaching this class as a part of my master's thesis. And this is Babble 101. It's a language class. It's focusing on grammar and usage. And for those of you who missed the first class, we focused on the words you, be, here, and now. And we discussed ways to put them together to create a meaning. Now, and there was some homework. And now, if you missed all that, you might be asking yourself, well, can I do some makeup work to, pull even? The answer is no. No. You say, well, why not? It's like, because you can't make this stuff up. So here's today's lesson. Now, if you did your homework, thank you if you responded, because, well, here are some responses that I received. One, that there weren't enough words supplied to make good sentences. And what did all those little marks mean around the words? And I found the arrows to be confusing. Could you elaborate? Well, those are great responses, and it shows that you've been paying attention. And that, of course, was the subject of our first lesson. Now, you pull out your homework and we'll do some parsing, okay? You'll need your Waldo kit. And the first sentence I have is, just like last time, be here now. Be here now. And it's not in some cosmic sense, but no, in the everyday meaning, the sense meaning that we've learned. Am I paying attention to and in my location, my surroundings, and my action? The Babylonian pupils would have answered, hands up, all together, yes. Well, a couple of extainers and, some murmuring. But anyway, the woo words will help you to answer that question for yourselves. So, woo Q1, here we go. What is going on? What's happening? Now, this is an attempt to see the big picture, an overview. Yeah, what helps you understand the current relationship between the woo words and the main words, you, be, here, all that. Now, my Babble teacher used to say, read the whole sentence and then read did it again. So, Q2, who am I? Now, this obviously relates to you, and you'll need to sort through all those little marks you made around the word and discover which you is you and which I am I and which me is me. And now you may not be able to tell right off, and you might need to employ several tools from your kit just to find out who's even asking the question. Well, more on that later. So the third woo cue, And that would be, where am I? Now, where am I? Now, you've probably guessed this question has to do with here. It relates to here. And once again, you'll find yourself sorting through all those little marks that are around here. And these marks, by the way, are called poofs. And they're elements of a larger structures called poofs. And we'll talk about that later in the quarter when we introduce cognition, which means awareness or awarity. So, on that subject, let me deviate to reinforce for you the importance of understanding all of the meanings of a given word, as well as all the meanings it does not have. For example, one of my colleagues, SU expert Barn Cleatley, recently during a Learnation lecture, said that cognate means to think. He's focused on the meaning it does not have, while ignoring the meaning that it does have, which is mainly to be relate. Things that are related are cognate. The word expert Cleatley was thinking of for to think was cogitate, which means to ponder or to think. Well, back to our sentence. Just pick a here that feels right to you. And to answer this question, of course, it stands up to reason that you've already decided which you is you. Which you are. It's the way they like to say it. Anyway, next, how? How did I get here? Now, this is probably a good time for you to take some of your directional tools out. Anytime you see a do in the picture, you need to get your D tools out. Now, find a few for time and tinker around a little bit, and you'll get something like, where was I before? Or where was I? Now, when working on how questions, you need to use your time tools on the other cues as well if you want to achieve cognition, to make them all relate to one another. And also, did is do, so do also. All right. Then when will we be there? Or the kids say, are we there yet? Well, this is a question it's similar to how. You just use the D tools and you turn things in the other direction. That's all. What's different about this sentence is the dual meaning of the word will. Will. I mean, now, why it does point in the direction of direction, but it also indicates volition or will. Yeah. Well, that's more of a 200 level subject, but we will touch on it in the section on diacritical remarks and dialectical symbolism. That's coming up. Anyway, just for our purposes today, it means go forward, ahead, or check your mirrors. Anyway, just speaking for myself, I'd be more concerned about where is. Anyway, why? Why is a big one. Why should I be here now? Why should I be here now? You like mysteries? I do. I really like how they ask all those questions, those words. And the detectives, they make their fortunes on which cue is their trademark. Lord Peter Wimsey, he preferred how. He thought it was going to pull it all together. But for native Babble speakers, the word is why. Why? And the answer to why will take every directional tool in your kit that you can cobble together just to figure out why. And, well, for one thing, why immediately evokes why not? Why not? So it's almost like one word, why not? And and it's a double question, right? So it's got to be answered. Anyway, who is it? I don't know why it goes this way, but it does. The next thing you say is, well, who wants to know, right? Who is it that has to be answered? And well, that that would be you, and you have a difference of opinion on why, and each of you has taken the position that you should. You should. And if you don't like that answer, then the next question is why? Why? Because you should. Well, why? Why is kind of a snarky cue, and at this point, we're going to need more vocabulary. So that's it for today. Yeah. Homework. Look up some words. Find some that go with not. For example, as is in pretty, not pretty. Or find some opposite pairs. This is a good one. Like yes, no, pass, fail. You get the idea. All right, do that and get ready for some symbolism and the poofs of you next time. Bye.